Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice. Because today, I'm going to be actually using a new webcam in case you can't tell by the way things look. The one I had the other day died, so I had to get a new one. But I'm going to be reviewing the world's greatest superheroes. By Alex Ross and Paul Dini. Okay, first off, you have the slipcover here, and this is the book. I did an unboxing on this when I got it, read the first couple of books, then put it down, and then realized today that I hadn't finished it, so I finished it, and I want to give a nice what the actual frill. I want to give a review. I may or may not cut that out. I don't know. But so what they are wanting to do with this is kind of take the characters back to what they originally started out as in a bit, and then sort of just give them a kind of a crisis of, I don't want to say conscience and everything, but okay, so like with Superman, okay, here's what they did with Superman. He's like, okay, I've got all these powers, he obviously doesn't want to rule the Earth. He's never wanted to. At least not when he's, in his right mind and all that. But he like, maybe I can do more to directly help and stop the suffering. So what he does is he's like, okay, I want to stop world hunger. And so he goes to the UN, something like that, sort of like, all Star Trek. Superman for the Quest for Peace says, I'm going to, I want to help stop world hunger, and I'm going to distribute all this food and all that. And so people said, okay, but he wanted to be able to go into all these different areas without government interference and all that, and say, boom, and help out people. And it's agreed to that he's got 24 hours. He can do as much as he can within these 24 hours to help people out. But what happens is he, so he starts delivering like literally tons of food to certain places to help out. But human nature got involved. No matter what his good intentions were, human nature got involved. There are people, some people would, even the hungry would try and fight other people to take the food because, they wanted to go. Or you have corrupt governments that were coming in armed to take the food away from the people. And he has to try and get to all these other people first, and he comes to realize that no matter what he does, human nature is there. He has to work on changing minds and getting getting people to stop being people at times. If you understand what I'm saying, it's like, look, dude, stop. There are some bad people, so you have to convince them for different things. Batman, when they go with Batman, then they switch to Batman, and Batman's like, he is out there, he's just beating up on people, fighting these people, stopping them, the bad guys from doing stuff. There was a little kid who kind of got to him, and he was a victim of crime, and he's like, hey, maybe if I could help this kid, he'll grow up and start helping other people. And so he started working on that and giving more money to stuff, which I had always thought he's been doing anyway, because as Bruce Wayne, he finances all sorts of stuff, so that just seemed a little weird. But each character, her, him, then Shazam, where he had to the wizard came to him and said, hey, look, there's a prophecy saying, someone's going to change this stuff. It needs to change their mind. And Shazam was getting kind of burned out, and he started helping these kids and realized that he thought that maybe this other kid was going to be the issue, but it turns out that it's Billy who's the issue. And that he needed to, that helping people was the reward, and it, get burned out. And there's one with Wonder Woman where she's, realizing that I don't think she was Diana Prince at this point, so she talks to Clark, sort of adopts the Diana Prince, or just a regular person's identity, to be able to see the world from our eyes, the non-powered and stuff like that. And again, that you needed to change things in perspective. Then there's a big thing with the Justice League. But each one, it's got these really interesting different perspective from the you've normally seen with these superheroes, and it kind of explains why they don't do the things that some people would say that they do, like why doesn't Superman just go and stop all crime? I mean, he could do it momentarily, but how far does he want him to go into? You have to, it's more, leading by example, showing people what you can be like, what you can do, instead of just, and that, you have to, Bruce, you have to do both, and so it's a really interesting, look on this, and I really enjoy the stories that Paul Dini wrote. I mean, he did such great work on Batman the Animated Series and with other stuff. And Alex Ross's art is just beautiful. So combine these two, and it's just, I can't recommend it enough. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5, and say if you can get it, it doesn't need to get to be that, the hardback slipcover one. I think they're in paperback as well. Get it on. You can get it on Amazon or possibly in stock trades. But I do say pick it up. It's worth the read, just the read and looking at it. So anyway, like I said, pick it up, read it. You'll enjoy it, and let me know what you think of it. Like, subscribe, possibly share, and most of all, enjoy your comic.